Supreme Court draft that is going to say that Roe versus Wade is going to be overturned. Now, if you don't know anything about the Supreme Court and you don't know anything about Supreme Court personnel, let me explain something to you. The people who are put on the Supreme Court are anointed. They are part of an elite ruling class that their job is to make sure that you and I don't come together. Black versus white, red versus blue, green versus orange. Nobody can be. Hold on, let me fix my phone real quick. I'll be right back. Take 10 seconds. So, now, if you're unfamiliar with how this works, I want to clue you guys in on something. What is the most common phrase you've ever heard when it comes to warfare? Divide and conquer. Remember, we won the Civil War here in the United States of America when we divided the Southern forces by doing a siege and cutting off their supply line. We divided them and we conquered them. And so when you talk about the Supreme Court, remember, you don't know any of these people. Where did they go to school? How old are they? Where do they come from? Go ahead and list for me, if you would, where three of the Supreme Court personnel are from. Just list the state they're from. Anybody? Anybody can type it? List three states that three Supreme Court personnel are from. Where's John Roberts from? You don't know. You don't know anything about these people. So the reason why you know nothing about them is because they are anointed. And what their job to do is to divide us. And right now, the country is coming together. We are so sick and tired of police corruption. And if you haven't noticed, let me explain something to you clearly. More than half of this country is disgusted and tired of the police state, prison state, death state. And we're coming together and we're starting to change it. So now let me explain something. So when these people who are, remember, you guys just saw a Supreme Court verification, or when they went through the confirmation through the Senate, and there was this big hoopla of, no, we're not going to have her. She can't be on the Supreme Court. It doesn't matter. The woman they just put on the Supreme Court, she's against you. So Samuel Alito, let me explain what he is. He is the master divider. The people can't come together. The people are coming together under the banner that we're sick of authoritarianism, we're sick of being raped, we're sick of being murdered, we're sick of the dungeon system, we're sick of the powers that be, the judges, and who just wrote in a magical draft that now everybody's going, oh, they're going to overturn Roe versus Wade. Let me suggest something to you. Do not start battling your friends over abortion. This is exactly what Samuel Alito wants. Samuel Alito is a sick F word. He is a sick, sick person. So he wrote the draft so that we would be divided. That was his whole plan. Because if you haven't noticed, most of the country is tired, sick and tired of this crap state that we live in a Nazi state. Let's just be honest. We don't live in a free America. America is not free. We are not living in a free country. You are not free. Any cop can grab you anytime he wants. Don't be sad. Don't get emotional. Let me explain to you. If you don't know the case, there's a 1998 case, and I'm going to read you the case law here, the case text here. It's Samuel Alito, and this is going to be in the appellate court and the opinion of the court. So let me read you Groody versus Doe, and just let me tell you, justice prevailed. The majority of the court found in favor of Jane Doe. Well, who's Jane Doe? Jane Doe is a 10-year-old little girl who was strip searched by the cops. It's disgusting. In Pennsylvania, 4 police officers appealed the denial of qualified immunity in a lawsuit alleging that the unlawful search of the occupants in a residence in Schuylkill County, Pennsylvania. The officers argued that they did not violate clearly established federal constitutional rights when they searched a mother and her they didn't just search a mother and a 10-year-old daughter, they strip searched a mother and a 10-year-old daughter. They strip searched a 10-year-old little girl. Do you hate pedophiles? Me too. They strip searched a 10-year-old little girl. And in the course of excluding the warrant for narcotics at their home, it's not in there. It needs to be in there. They strip searched her. The appeal turns on the scope of seizure authorized by the warrant. To resolve this issue, we must consider under what circumstances the scope of the warrant may be expanded by looking to the accompanying affidavit. We hold it to be clearly established that unless a warrant specifically incorporates an affidavit, the scope of the warrant may not be broadened by language in the affidavit. We also conclude that under reasonable, that's the word that screws us, under reasonable reading, the warrant in this case did not authorize the search of the mother and daughter. The strip search of the mother and daughter by a bunch of cops who surrounded them and made them take off all their clothes. And the search was not otherwise justified. Accordingly, we will affirm the district court's determination the officers are not entitled to qualified immunity. Now, let me just tell you something. Let me show you something else. Samuel Alito, in that case, he wrote the dissenting opinion. And I put it in the comment section here. You can read it. I put it in the comment section right here. It says that Samuel Alito said that he would reverse the decision that the cops should get qualified immunity for strip searching a 10-year-old little girl. Is our country overrun with pedophiles? Yes, it is. Samuel Alito voted that the cops should have qualified immunity for strip searching a 10-year-old little girl, naked, looking for narcotics. Are you looking for narcotics, or are you looking for a naked 10-year-old little girl, Samuel Alito, you disgusting pig? And he wanted to give the cops, he wanted to get them off, because if it had gone the other way, qualified immunity would have been enacted and the police would have got off and got away with it. And they did anyway. Nothing happened to those cops. And so that's what you're dealing with. Samuel Alito is a sick, disgusting F word. He is disgusting. And so what's happening in our country right now? The reason why this channel is so popular is because the majority of the country has now turned over. And whether you love me or hate me, you can't stand the way the cops did your cousin. You can't stand the way the cops did your son, your brother, your best friend, your lover, your uncle, your dad. You can't stand it. You're so sick of the cops doing this to us. So what does Samuel Alito do as soon as we all start to come together to change this authoritarian police state, prison state, death state? Samuel Alito goes, man, the people are coming together. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to write a draft here. And what he's trying to do is to get Congress to go, hey, look, it's coming. You better write legislation. Samuel Alito and Thomas and Clarence Thomas are two guys that I don't believe in hell. You guys have heard me say, I hope you burn in hell, right? I just don't believe in hell. I'm sorry. I met God and there was no hell. It was all love and forgiveness and compassion and understanding, and you're a wonderful being of light. Let me just tell you something. Samuel Alito wants us to be divided. He wants you to fight with your friend over abortion. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's what Samuel Alito wants. That's what he wants, okay? That's what he wants. What's up, little monkey? I'm not posting my phone number. Everybody already has my phone number. Everybody in the country has my phone number. I have two phones because I can't answer my other phone. So that's what's going on. So I'm just trying to tell you guys, the reason why you're seeing what you're seeing right now on the internet, and I just got blowed up on my phone, a bunch of text messages, it's not true. It's not true. Samuel Alito wants to divide us. He wants us to fight with each other. I'm not going to fight with anybody over some ridiculous crap Samuel Alito wrote. I literally hope he burns in hell. I hope him and Clarence Thomas get the pitchfork of the devil up their candy arse. I really do. They are horrible people. Clarence Thomas is a disgusting, disgusting person. And so Samuel Alito. What do we always talk about? What do we always talk about on this channel? How disgusting pedophilia is. How our country's overrun with pedophiles. And where are they? In the government. The government are full of pedophiles. I'm sorry if you don't know that. Welcome to reality. How you doing? Welcome to knowledge. Who gets away with it? Why do all these children go missing every year? Why do all these women go missing every year? Who's doing that? You know who's doing it. I just don't talk about conspiracy theories on this channel. I only talk about case law and the rule of law and understanding that we have to adhere to a rule of law. If we're going to ever have justice, we have to have transparency. That's what we talk about. But Samuel Alito is trying to divide us. Don't let him do it. Don't let him do it. Don't let him do it. Don't fight with your friends. Sonia is disgusting too. All of them are. All of them. There's not a single good person on the Supreme Court because they're elitist. Their job is to divide the poor. We are the poor. And if you're a multimillionaire, call me. I could use some money. Send it over. They want to divide us. They want to divide us. They want to divide us. That's what they want to do. Don't let them do it. Don't fight with your friend over Roe versus Wade. It hasn't been overturned. It's all bull. It's all crap. Don't buy into it for a second, not a millisecond. It's all lies going on right now. Red, blue division. I'm a Democrat. I'm a Republican. I'm a liberal. I'm a conservative. Divide them, divide them, divide them. Black versus white. Brown versus yellow. Tall versus short. Fat versus skinny. Pretty versus ugly. Divide them. Blonde versus brunette. Freckles versus no freckles. Glasses versus no glasses. Headphones versus no headphones. Sweatshirts versus collared shirts. They want to divide us. They want to divide us. Don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. And just so you know, Samuel Alito in Groody Vs Doe, 1998, wrote an opinion that searching a 10-year-old little girl and stripping her down naked in a room full of cops, I wonder what happened to that little girl. Was she just strip searched? Do you think that? How many of you guys strip search 10-year-old little kids? Boys or girls. And if that did happen to you, or your cousin, or your brother, or your best friend, or lover, or I guess you couldn't have a 10-year-old lover unless you're Samuel Alito, right? He wants to divide us. Don't let them do it. Don't fight about abortion. Don't fight about Roe versus Wade. Samuel Alito wrote a draft so that we would be divided because we're all sick of this bullcrap government. That's what's happening right now. Listen, you guys know it. I've said it before. I'm nothing special. I'm just a regular man. A poor dude from Alaska. I'm regular. There's nothing great about me. The thing is the country was just looking for someone with the balls to take on this police state, prison state, death state. And I just happen to have some big huevos. But it has nothing to do with other than I'm willing to go and fight and risk my life and hey, take the front lines, right? You're the spear. I'm the tip. And so they want to take the spear apart so that, I was doing this. What'd that girl say yesterday on the Facebook chat? I was supporting reforming police and the police state in Ironton, but when Chile was mean to my uncle, I'm out. Divide, 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 divide. And that's what you're seeing right now. That's what you're seeing right now. And so I'm actually done for the day. You know, I'm with some friends I haven't talked to. I've been on the phone just now for 45 minutes because we have 7 different teams of people. 7 different teams on delete laws. There's 7 different rooms, all on Signal and Telegram of people who work with us, this group right here, to try to end this police state, prison state, death state. And Samuel Alito sees it. He sees the writing on the wall. So what does he want to do to the peons? Divide the peons. They're coming together. I got black guys, white guys. I got liberals, and I got Republicans and Democrats and conservatives all in the same rooms on Signal and Telegram working together. And so if you throw the abortion thing out there, divide the room. Divide the room quickly. Quickly, they're coming together. Get rid of it. Divide them. And that's what you're seeing. So that's why I wanted to come on. That's why I wanted to come on. Because our goal is to overturn Terry versus Ohio. Our goal is to be free in our person, houses, papers, and effects. Our goal is to have our First Amendment right respected. To have our Fifth Amendment, our Eighth Amendment. To have equal protection under the law. You strip search a 10-year-old little girl, and the same guy who wrote that BS draft tonight, he also voted that cops should have qualified immunity if they strip search 10-year-old little girls. I'm sorry. Call me a conspiracy theorist. I think more happened to that little girl than a strip search, because if you brought a 10-year-old little kid over here into the dark and said you were going to strip search them, brother, I would knock you unconscious. You try to take off a kid's clothes in front of me, I would knock your teeth out right where you sit. You'd have to pick your teeth out of your mouth. What happened? I said I was going to strip search a kid in front of Chile. Big mistake. He got knocked out. Samuel Alito wrote an opinion that cops should get qualified immunity because they had a warrant to search everybody on the premises, including a 10-year-old little girl. 10-year-old little girl. If you don't think Samuel Alito's disgusting, you're seeing it now. Now finally people get to see how sick the Supreme Court is. I'm so happy this happened tonight because now you get to see they want to divide us. They don't want people coming together. It's the Freemasons. It's the powers that be. They don't want us coming together. They don't want it. They don't want it. Because if you can hate me because of my stance on abortion or being pro-choice or pro-life, well, then that divides the team in half. We have 50,000 people, not anymore. Now you got 25. You see what's happening? Do you see what's happening? Samuel Alito, Groody Vs Doe. I wrote his opinion in the description of this video. Read his opinion and remember what he's talking about. Strip searching children. Samuel Alito is talking about strip searching a 10-year-old girl. Would you do that? Would anybody here, just tell me, would anybody here strip search a 10-year-old little girl? Yes or no? Who would strip search a 10-year-old little girl? Groody Vs Doe. Thank you, Shauna. Groody Vs Doe. Who would strip search a 10-year-old little girl? Go ahead. I'll wait. I'm waiting for one person to say yes. Anybody want to strip search a 10-year-old little girl? Anybody? Can we vote real quick? Yes or no? Yes, I would strip search a 10-year-old little girl. Go ahead, write it down. Everybody who would strip search a 10-year-old little girl, raise their hand. Who would strip search a 10-year-old little girl? Who would write an opinion that cops should get qualified immunity because they had a warrant? Hey, a judge wrote that. A judge wrote that warrant. He signed off on it. This is probably the most passionate you'll see me because for the first time, the disgusting monopoly on power of the Freemasons, of the powers that be, are showing how ugly they are because we are done with it. That's why this channel is so popular. That's why all these people who hate me put delete laws in the subject title. Why do you put my name in your subject title if it's not popular? Because it gets searched constantly. Because we're leading a movement of change. I better watch my back. I better watch my back because the next thing that's going to happen is they're going to come for us. They're going to come for us. Because they don't want us coming together. They don't want it. They don't want black and white coming together. They don't want redhead and blonde coming together. They don't want male and female coming together. They don't want it. They want to divide us so they can conquer us, so that we will be peons forever, and the ruling class will dominate us. And we're not worried that we don't have enough money to buy bread. We're worried about things we can't control because they triggered us. They triggered our brain to fight one another. And that's what you're seeing. That's what you're seeing. I'm so happy it happened because everybody who's like, wants to overturn Roe versus Wade is like, yeah, look what's happening. Yeah, look what's happening. They're trying to divide us. They want to cut this movement in half. That's what they want to do. I won't do it. I'm not going to fight with you about Roe versus Wade. I don't care if we agree or disagree. I don't care if we agree or disagree. The movement is to change the government personnel and make the Supreme Court electable. You've heard me talk about it dozens and dozens of times. This is a power move for the elitists, for the pedophiles. I mean, if you think Samuel Alito is your champion because he wrote a draft to overturn Roe v. Wade, he wrote a draft. That's not God. Those are pedophiles. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist, man. I only go by fact. That is pedophiles. That's what that is. Who approves? I mean, I didn't see a single person say yes, that they would want to strip search a 10-year-old little girl. But Samuel Alito wrote that you should be able to strip search kids if a judge says it's okay. Remember, the laws going back to the 1920s, your car can be searched if a cop is suspicious of it. 1925, Carroll versus United States, still on the books today 100 years later. Why? Because the powers that be want you to be a peon. Not just poor. susceptible to government invasion at any moment. At any moment. Watch your back. Watch your back if you're a leader. Watch your back. Watch your front door, because they're coming for us. I'm telling you, Samuel Alito just showed his cards. We're coming together too much. We're agreeing too much. You know, I hate that chili guy. I hate him. I hate delete laws. But you know what? The cops, man, impounded my car and sold it, and I hate that guy. But yeah, they shouldn't have sold my car. That's the precursor to unity. That's the precursor to togetherness. And Samuel Alito just showed his hand. Here's my hand. I want 10-year-old girls to be strip searched, but I wrote a Roe versus Wade draft. It's just pathetic, and it's disgusting, and it's retarded. And if you buy into this, you hear about you when they call people sheeple, that's what this is. You just read Groody Vs Doe, dissenting opinion, Groody v Doe, Doe, because it's Jane Doe. They can't tell us who the 10-year-old little girl is. By the way, that was 1998. That 10-year-old little girl right now is 10, 20, 32 years old, 34 years old. That 34-year-old girl from Groody Vs Doe, where you at? Pop your head out. Tell everybody what Samuel Alito did to you. Tell everybody. Samuel Alito's a trash man. And I don't mean a garbage man. I mean he's trash. So, all right, there it is. There it is. Spread the word. Tell everybody. This is a lie. This is a lie. This is a lie. This is a lie. My OCD's in full effect because Samuel Alito, the devil, has popped his head up and showed his cards. I couldn't be more pleased. The question is, are you going to look through the haze and see the devil eyes? Are you going to look and see that Samuel Alito's Satan? He is. He's trying to give you something like, hey, look, I'm helping. Look, I'm going to overturn Roe versus Wade. No. He wants to get you and your cousin fighting. He wants to get you and your wife fighting. He wants to get you and your sister at each other's throats over things that aren't happening. It's a draft. It's not happening. It's a draft to divide. To divide. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. He wants us to divide. Anybody look up? Did anybody read? Can you guys see the comments that I wrote here? I put Alito's dissenting opinion. God, I'm damn hot. Help me, Jeremy. Pull that. Pull that sucker. Thanks, buddy. Oof, I'm dying. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. Don't let them get you. 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 Don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. Don't buy into it. Don't buy into it. It's all lies. No, that Roe versus Wade is not overturned. No need to fight with your friends. There's no need to divide from your friends. There's don't believe it for a minute. There are pitfalls everywhere. Please don't buy into lies. Do you know why I'm so raw dog about the truth? Do you know why? I'm so raw dog about the truth because if I lie to you guys once, I'll lose your trust. I'll lose your trust. If I lie one time, if I tell one thing that's not true, if I'm not a truth monger to the very end, to my deepest insecurities, my teeth. You guys don't know this, but my teeth have been fake for 20 years. These teeth falling out because my bone's broken up here, man, it makes me so insecure. It really does. I really wish I had my teeth. I really do. Like everybody else, I wish I had my teeth. But I had to bear my most insecure thing. I had to show you guys what makes me the most insecure about myself so that there would be no secrets between us. Because if I don't be 100% honest, then once one lie, where's the next lie? What else are you lying about? You lying about the 14th Amendment? Are you lying about the 1866 Civil Rights Act? What else are you lying about? You can't. And so now I'm showing you. I'm walking you down the path. I'm showing you. Samuel Alito voted that 10-year-old children, if a judge says it's okay, then this 10-year-old girl can be strip searched in front of full-grown men. No women were there. There were no women cops. Can you imagine? Where is that 10-year-old little girl? Where's she at? Where is she at? Where's she at? It didn't sense to me. I'm with my friend. I'm with my friends J and S. You guys have heard me mention them 20 times. I'm with my friends J and S. We met in November, and we haven't had much time to visit because I said I got to go live. I got to tell the people. Samuel Alito's a sick, disgusting pig. He's a pig. He's the biggest cop sucker you've ever heard of in your life. There's no bigger cop sucker. Samuel Alito, look up it, just go to justia.org and put in Samuel Alito opinions. Go to oyez.org, oyez.org, and put in Samuel Alito's opinions. It'll break it down for unanimous opinions, to split opinions, to majority opinions, to dissenting opinions, to there's like 20 different versions of how Supreme Court opinions are written. But what you guys all need to understand is Samuel Alito wrote a dissenting opinion that justified. Is that Deborah who's suing? I'm trying to find Deborah's number. Deborah, I think she's in Oklahoma. I want to see your paperwork for your federal civil rights lawsuit, Deborah. If is that Deborah from Oklahoma who's filing the civil rights lawsuit? I need to see your paperwork. I've been looking for you, Deborah. Is that the same Deborah? I was trying to find your number today to call you. Okay, good, good. Deborah, I want to see your paperwork. I just got a little bit slammed. I got a little bit slammed, Deborah. Yeah, send me your paperwork right away. I'm not going to say it out loud. Shauna, will you get her paperwork? I have a little window. I wanted to look it over while I'm traveling here through the state of Ohio. Okay? So, yeah, I've been looking for you. I tried to find you today. I tried to call you today, Deborah. I tried to call you from the road when I drove up from Ironton up here to Toledo. So, hey, I'm heading back down to Ironton here pretty quick. Just gone for a couple days, heading right back. I hope you guys rally to vote for no new jail. No new jail. So do me a favor, tell everybody that this is not true. This is a draft meant to divide. It's meant to divide. They're coming together, and Samuel Alito has got a cop stick all the way in his mouth. Samuel Alito has got a cop stick sticking out the side of his cheek. And the people are uniting against this disgusting authoritarian regime called police. We're sick of it. And that's why we're growing like a weed. That's why. That's why. Okay? So spread the word, you guys. Spread the word. Tell them all Samuel Alito wants to divide you. That's his only goal. That's his only goal, to divide us. There's no other goal Alito has other than to divide the people. All right? Tell everybody. All right? God bless you guys, man. God bless the United States. God bless America. God bless your family. I'm not a super religious person, so the fact that I mention God as much as I do is kind of overwhelming for me because, I'm on a mission and I have to just believe that there's powers behind me that I can't understand. I don't understand what's happening. I just know I can't stop. Under any circumstances, nothing deters me, nothing fears me. I'm not afraid of anything. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy to have the feelings I have. So I'm just sharing with you guys out loud, sharing my deepest insecurities and my most confident things. So I just want to be clear with you guys. That's all. All right. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I'm with JNS. Yeah, someone just said that. Oh, is that what it? Oh, Jackson. Yeah, I'm with your mama, Jackson. I'm with S. I'm with S. So yeah. I just want to protect my friends because I got a bunch of trolls, people calling my family and calling my friends right now. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know why? Because we're on the tipping point of change. That's why. All right, I'm going to get the fuck out of here, guys. I got other stuff I want to do. I want to try to calm down. Remember, yesterday was a 25-hour day for me. I got 3 hours of sleep. And today I started at 7 a.m. What time is it now? What time is it now? Is it 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock? 11:40? So today's I'm at 12. I'm at 17 hours today. So I did 27 hours yesterday, and I'm at 17 hours today. Eventually, I'm going to have to sleep. Mr. Bentley, love you, buddy. All right, listen, I will get out of here. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. I'll be back to Ironton before you guys know it. I'm staying in the state of Ohio. I'm in Ohio. I'm not leaving Ohio. Running for governor of Ohio. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I got to try to get some sleep. Love you guys, man. God bless you. And remember one thing. We don't stop. Under any circumstances, we don't stop. We don't stop. Because I won't stop if you don't stop. All right? I'll get out of here. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Later.